Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I'm your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you all back to Slay the Spire. Now, you might notice a small change, especially given this new frontal screen and this new music playing. Well, all of that is a red herring, because we're doing none of that today, because I had got the suggestion for a build, which I quite like the sound of. So, what are we playing today? We are playing Yandare Hod. So, we need to work out which of these cards have bleed. Well, Purple Tear certainly does. Pierre. Rats have quite a few bleeding. Hook Office. I'm going to include the basic cards, just because it helps just give us more cards. Kimono Clan, I don't know why I was forgetting them. Carnival has got the big has got a big one. Then I'll include the Streetlight Office, because I don't know. Alright! Well, Hod, let's see. Start each run damaged. Really? Alright, whatever. I suppose it makes sense if you're Yandare Hod. You're running away from the police because you're just bleeding everything to death, aren't you, Hod honey? So, what's the thing we need to do? Remove a card from our deck, obtain a random card, obtain a curse and a rare colorless card. I think the best bet for us is to just obtain a random common relic. What is it? Emori? Huh. Ignore 2 curses. That's pretty good. What is the way to get the most amount of elites? We go the right side. That's how we do it. So, we're going to take a nice row of lots of enemies right there, in order for us to start by getting all of our bleed cards. Marvelous, and you immediately give us Yang's page. Really, game? You know exactly what we're going for. Whenever you apply bleed, increase its stack by 1. Whenever you play a slash card, apply 1 bleed. This game knew exactly the build we were going for today. And it decided, hey, you're going for that bleed, right? How about we just give you this? You know, how about we're just going to give you a little bit of this? Oh, that's who the Streetlight Office was. Right. Oh, that might have been a mistake. I'd probably been better off going with Yun then. Well, hello, you annoying little so-and-so. You're not touching me. I think you'll have me fined. Go die. Right. What's our next card? Preemptive Strike. You know what? Preemptive Strike is a slash attack alone, so that's a good card. Preemptive Strike. With that, I can then just flat out murder this thing so I don't have to deal with it. But would I be better off doing it on that instead? The answer is no. Do the one that gives you the least amount of damage. Then we can focus slash, just to kill it. Awesome! Tailoring. You offer me tailoring. Well, I can't use it yet, but I will be able to use it. And it's definitely one of the best bleed cards. Interesting, so Yang's card, when it's a slash card and applies bleed, actually makes it apply 2 bleed. And a fairy in a bottle. This game loves me. Whenever you play a slash card, apply 1 bleed. I guess we definitely know what type of cards we want for this entire run, don't we? We want bleed and we want slash, and you, sir, need to die. Right, I've got a light defense to be able to just ignore this little gremlin this turn, and next turn, it is going to die in the pit of hell where it belongs. Aren't you? Sans page. The first attack, deal 3 additional damage each turn. Alright. Well, here's the bleed that we want. But that's a slash. Oh, but that's a slash. If fatal, permanently increases card's damage by 2. Ooh. That might be the best card for us to get at the moment, just because it's one of those types of cards. And those types of cards are always very useful. Ah, it's you! Well, don't you worry. And also, it doesn't exhaust. Well, don't you worry, good sir. I'm an idiot. I should have pressed that first. I will certainly show you I am not afraid of attacking a little. So close to dead. So close to dead. Art of War. If you do not play any attacks during a turn, gain additional energy. Not really useful given what we're going for. Unlike Sharpened Blade. Or, you know, keep it fresh. I'll go with Sharpened Blade. Well, hello there. You're a little bugger, aren't you? Mostly because you do that much damage and I have no block against it. But don't you worry, pal. Because you're about to die. Oh, yes. Because we can now make that our primary way of defense, we probably should. Or one of our primary attack cards. Because if this can just constantly kill things for us, that would be really useful. Whenever you deal attack damage to an enemy with thorns, do additional thorns damage. With an enemy with bleed, do additional thorns damage. Interesting. I need to remember, don't force myself to pick a card if none of them are useful. None of them are slash, none of them bleed. I don't know why we have a Violent Flame, honestly, now that I think about it. We should not have a Violent Flame in there. The Adult Who Tells Lies. What did the Adult Who Tells Lies do again? Adult Who Tells Lies. At each turn, add an emerald into your draw pile. At the start of each combat, gain a random of 5 different buffs. Add a magic trick. All those seem very useful. Magic trick. Reduce all cards in your hand to 0 this turn. Alright. Emerald. Add 2 power cards played this combat into your hand. Don't I have, like, Dark Cloud and a Sharpened Blade? The problem is it still costs stuff. But I can also get, like, the purple tier 1 of increasing bleed rate, which would be useful. I want to get False Present just because I want to see what the hell it bloody does. And then I'm being suicidal and doing a fight, which I definitely do not have the damage to deal with. Why are you doing 20 damage out of interest? Goodbye. I am very lucky that I do still have... Yes, please. That I do still have the fairy in a bottle. Jin's paid. Whenever you deal attack damage, apply 1 bleed. Whenever you play a slash card, apply 1 bleed. Huh. What's better? What is better? Gain 8 block, apply 2 bleed. Well, I certainly need that, at the very least. Deal additional bleed. Apply additional bleed when we apply bleed, or deal bleed for just dealing attack damage. That honestly seems better. So, I've got to go with Jin, because that's just going to apply bleed every single time, isn't it? Pray, remove a card from your deck. I don't think there is a card I want to remove. And of course I gotta go for suicide. Well, hello there, good chap. I've got an interesting list of attacks I can do now. And I do need to heal, so let's use a duplication potion. And then, what does more damage? That does 24 damage, so we'll do 48 damage. That does 16, so we'll do 32, and then I can apply that, which will do 42. So this does more. Then I can do Will Be Tasty, and then a handling work to permanently increase its damage again. Hallelujah! The first time you lose HP, draw 3 cards. Cruelty. Cruelty. We're going to need that card. And then there's nothing really here we can do. Right, I definitely need a heal. Or rest and heal, I should say. So, what's that do? Liquid Courage. What? Where the hell did that come from? Alright, pal. Here's the deal. You are going... Alright, I forgot you did that. That's awkward. Especially with how much damage you're dealing now. Oh, you can split again, I suppose, just to lessen that effect. And, oh dear Christ. Right, let's drink this. Cooking prep, sure. Should have done the other one. Actually. Alright, fairy in a bottle, I'm gonna need you. Right. Let's cruelty you. That way I can heal. I cumulus wall you. And then I will be tasty you. Wow, that applies 4 bleed. Alright, handling work. Thank you very much. And then I suppose I can just work with the slimes. Alright, Mr. Big and Nasty. I don't mind using my fairy in a bottle, I suppose. I do actually mind quite a bit about using my fairy in a bottle, but I don't have much choice in this situation. Oh, I can finally pick something like this. You know what? Let's wing beat. I am going to need to wing beat, I can already tell. But I can't use it. Yes, I could have ended the combat right there. But I really, really want to use other abilities. Well, crap. Oh, where's my handling work? Screw it all. Heal up. Alright, what do I get? Silent Night, meh. Mirage Storm would be useful if I could ever use a 6 cost. It always feels so bad when you can't get a good... whatchamacallit. You know what? Sure. Fatal Night. It's just another attack card, really. What do we have here? You know what? Tiny House seems like the extremely important thing in this circumstance. None of these are slashing. I'll wallop just because applying weak would be very useful. And then we're going to accept the invitation because, of course we are. Now, how many question marks can I get? I can get quite a few question marks if I go this way. Ah. Definitely don't need a merchant yet, though, is the thing. What's more important? The question marks or the bosses? I'm pretty sure we've seen all the bosses for the Runia levels. So probably the question marks, just because they're interesting. Although that, I will take the elite if I just only get one more question mark for going the other way. So I can get 2 elites. Let's do it! Nosferatu! Hello, Nosferatu! We hope you're ready. Home that cannot be reached. Whenever you lose HP, gain 4 vigor. Where am I getting these from? 25% less damage. That means it will be reduced to about whatchamacallit. If I use the double block, I reduce it by 10. So this is better. Alright, you. You're now dead and you're going to heal me. Thank you. Laceration. Snake Slit. I think Snake Slit might be the more useful of the two. Hunter in the Dark. The first time this creature is below 50% HP, at the end of the round, it gains 4 strength and becomes untargetable and immune to damage for 1 turn. Did they make these things stronger? Did they make these things stronger without my knowledge? Granted, they should, because... Or is it just that I've always fought them with overpowered characters? That feels just as likely, honestly. I love how I can't play a Cumulus Wall, because I can't target anyone. I also love how I can't play anything this turn, because they didn't give me any block cards this turn. Go die. I'll take Fleet Footsteps, just because I need more healing. Hello, Merchant. I guess I am getting one of you. Ooze Infused Drink. Downfall. Add 4 random 0-cost cards to your hand. Interesting. Choose one slash card from your... What's the upgrade to this? 0. I don't think I'm going to get the chance to use an upgrade point. So, can't really justify that. If I buy one of the relics, I can't buy any cards. You know what? I wonder what it means by attack damage. Wonder if that'll mean bleed will apply on thorns. Let's find out. The machine thrummed in rhythm with the heartbeat of the city. Every footstep caused the machine to shudder. Every offhand comment caused it to rotate. Every wayward deed displaced its little pen. The weaver thought it was beautiful. The city was creating prescripts for its people to follow, like a parent giving instructions to their children. But she was not a part of it. As a weaver, it was her duty to prepare the prescripts, not receive them. Yet she desperately wished to be part of the city's light. Resist the urge. Give a card in your deck, retain, and exhaust. Swipe a prescript. Obtain a relic, and become cursed. Doubt. You know what? That's only weak, so I'll take that. Sure, what's the relic? It wouldn't hurt if she took one herself, right? She was a child of the city too. It was her right. Swiping the next prescript, the machine printed out. Swiping the next prescript, the machine printed out. She looked at what the instruction of the city had for her. Do not go home until you finish reading the value of E. Unplayable curse cards can now be played. Well, I mean, that's an interesting relic to give us for obtaining a curse card in the first place. Alright, as you navigate the twists and turns of the labyrinthic library, you come across a curious book with a curious cover. It flies open before you, beckoning you to peer within its pages. Alright, begin the story. False Throne. Next turn, put all non-status... non-curse cards from your exhaust pile into your hand and give them ethereal. Upon pickup, lose 7 max HP. The first 2 cards you draw each combat cost 0 until played. I'll take that. The wizard spoke to the scarecrow seeking wisdom. I will give you a brand new brain full of pins and needles. All I ask is that you swear loyalty to me. Ooh, interesting. Thinking about it, did I not get cursed with doubt? Let's accept that. Oh no, I had the Amori, of course! What was I thinking? Well, considering I've accepted, what card do I wish to remove? And... I think I gotta go with the Wallop. The Wallop's not that useful. The wizard spoke to the woodsman seeking a heart. I will give you a silk heart stuffed with sawdust. All that I ask is that you swear loyalty to me. Yeah, I'll gain 2 max HP, sure. The wizard spoke to the lion seeking courage. I will give you a draught filled with boundless courage. All that I ask is you swear loyalty to me. Oh yeah, I just realized where I'm getting my random buffs from. I'll obtain a potion, sure. That's a pretty good potion. The wizard spoke to the girl seeking to return home. I will give you a pair of silver shoes that will take you wherever you desire. All that I ask is that you swear loyalty to me. Except, give a card in your deck, +1 damage, and exhaust. Alright, if I accept that, can I apply it to powers? Yes, I can apply it to powers. So if I do that, will it increase slash cards by 5, or will it just waste it? Then again, I don't like exhausting in the first place, not in this circumstance. I could apply it to this, but it's only +1 damage. So it's not that good for that. Whereas if it does apply to this, that'll be quite nice. The wizard smiled in delight. Wonderful, you will all make very fine servants. Come closer and receive your presents. Sure, I'll receive the present. Yeah, it just made it exhaust. Okay, that's fine. The story ends with you leaving an empty ache in your heart. I don't care. The first 2 cards I draw every scene cost 0? Yeah, I don't see a downside to that, pal. Now, do I want to heal or do I want to go for a boss? I should heal. I should heal. Healing is the smarter option. Fox, why are you even considering the boss? Don't do it. You want to keep this run going. We'll heal. Oh, and you just give me a bloody merchant, really? Rudolph's page. Whenever you lose HP, gain 1 strength. If you have at least 10 charge, whenever you attack an enemy, it loses 2 HP. Whenever you heal in combat, gain 1 HP and dexterity up to 5. Wow, Rudolph's page seems stupid. Alright, hi. You're dead now. I failed to protect them. Protect who? Oh, you gave 5 strength every turn, do you? Well, that's a big nasty load of bull crap. So let me just do that, and then I'm gonna do this. Home that cannot be reached. So that's one of the random buffs I'm getting every turn, is it? Okay. 8 damage 3 times. That'll do... Well, it should do a bunch of damage. And kill it. Sure, why not? I can't kill you this turn, can I? No, there's not any point in trying. I just need to kill this thing. Do that, and then drink the potion. That way you'll dodge the attack and heal up, and thus kill that. Sweet. Clean up, sharpened blade, or fleet footsteps. These are all very good cards. I gotta go for cleanup because the upgraded sharpened blade isn't the best thing in the world. Lantern. Start each combat with an additional energy. Sure. Sure. Let's heal up again. Man, Hod, you're really having a hard time, you know, just beating through this. At the start of your turn, you gain energy. At the end of the round, gain... Okay, so, this is the point where I need to use all of my energy. Otherwise, it gains stupid strength. Okay, so no, I don't apply whatchamacallit. Slight slashing every time I use the... bleed every time I use the thing. Every time they hit me. What do we have here? Rampage. Snake's Prey. Rampage. Snake's Prey. Rampage. I gotta go with Snake's Prey just to see how it interacts with, like, the Djinn cards, you know? Whenever you play 3 attacks in the next turn, you gain 2 weak. Well, I guess I'm about to gain that, then. But that's fine. Because I don't exactly kill you via, you know, bleeding and all that. The way I kill you is via bleed. See? Standoff. Deal 11 damage to a random enemy for each enemy in the combat. Or mutilate. Just so I can bloody heal. Have I fought you guys before? Minion. Okay, I don't think I've fought you guys before. You know what? Let's drink the downfall potion just to heal and see what happens. Alright, you give me a bunch of draw cards. That's pretty nice of you. Well, if I just hit you with this, you're dead, right? I want to let you just leave, but I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel bad about that now. Mew's page. Gain energy at the start of every turn. When you lose HP, draw 1 additional card. Whenever you lose HP, draw 1 additional card. Okay. At the start of each turn, if you have at least 10 charge, draw 1 additional card. Okay. When you play range cards, remove their exhaust. If you have at least 4 cards in your hand, increase the damage and block of your cards by 1 for each additional card. That's interesting. Sure, I'll take a parry, especially if it's upgraded. I went to a question mark. Do you really have to make me fight something else again? Really? That's not nice. Lead of Heart. Heart of Lead. At the start of each turn, gain 1 energy and lose 1 HP. Huh. Alright, that's an interesting one. Snake's Prey. Oh, I have to use this just to see how it interacts. So, normally this would deal 1 bleed, I think. You know what? I can take a hit. I'm pretty high on health. Right, I just need to kill 1 more lousy little thing on you now. Or maybe I just need to kill you. If I do that, I heal up. And then handling work, dead, and he gains the extra, it gains the extra attack. Nice! Backstreet's dash. Big damage and a bleed. Nice. Now I should recall, just to make sure I've recalled. Right. So, might as well do that. And that. Then I can do that. And then do that. Okay. Alright, what are you doing now? Gain 20 block at the end of its turn. Pointless Hate. Senseless Wrath. Every other debuff applied to this creature is negated. Alright, well, fair enough, I suppose. Might as well just hit you a bunch of times, I guess. Erosion receives 3 more damage from attack, reduced by 1 at the end of the round. I don't need to worry about defending you girls. You got it. You're perfectly fine, right? Yeah! Especially with me just bleeding it so that you do additional damage to him. I'm sorry, mass attack. This intends to hit all characters. Alright. Well, I guess I'd better make sure I block up a load. Jesus Christ, you're actually doing an awful lot of damage. Well, I should clean up before I attack, just because that's going to just be a free card. Let's shrink my colorless cards. Discovery, that seems like a decent one. I can then use that, and it gives me nothing. I guess I can do that, I suppose. Alright, well, this is getting a little dicey now. Entropic Brew, what do I get? Distilled Chaos, interesting. Well, let's play the Ooze-Filled Potion, just to see what we get. Okay. If the enemy has bleed, heal up. Thank you. Draw a card. Right, let's just... Piercing you now. Deal 40 thorns damage to all enemies that not intend to attack. Exhaust. That'll be terrible versus this, because it's got multiple things. Justica! Deal 40 damage. Increase the damage of this card by 10% of the enemy's max HP. Oh yes! Oh yes, please. Right, you girls can certainly survive another turn at the very least, you know, so... Whether the same can be said for me is another matter, however. Alright, let's just apply all that, and then I can Cruelty to heal up a little. Does that even give me defense? Oh, it does give me defense. Okay, well, I'm going to need that. Girls, I would be so grateful if you could just attack it every single round, you know? Mutilate. And... Backstreets. Right, you should be able to kill it now, even if it's just due to, you know, bleeding. Well done. I'm sorry, but going first is just such a useful card. I'm gonna go for going first. Then again, will produce fine will produce fine silk is actually a really good card too, because it gives you the fascinating fabric, which is 30 block. But we're Yandare Hod. We're Yandare Hod, which means everything's got to bleed. Cursed key. You know what? That's fine, the cursed key. Because, one, I just need the extra energy. And whatchamacallit. Okay. So, what way gives me the most question marks? Well, that way is going to give me 4 bosses. But I also need to go that way because of the fact I need to get the symbol. Christ, this is going to be a hard fight. This is going to be a hard floor. But no matter. Whenever you play a card, deal a slash. Apply additional thing. Okay. Well, I guess I should just kill you off. Shouldn't I? Right. What can I do this time? You've applied additional strength this turn, which is evil. Silk Sack of Straw Dust. Whenever you play a card, gain 1 block. Ooh, very nice. Okay. You've now got a bunch of strength I need to deal with, or not deal with, because I got that. Nice. You know what? I'll take another Dark Cloud, especially if it's upgraded, making the price only 1. Oh, thank you very much. You know, it's really, times like this, you kind of just wish, more than anything, you just had the ability to just, whatchamacallit. I don't know what I'm saying half the time. Alright, you're doing that. If I play that, you'll get 4, meaning that will be under, meaning I'll be able to survive. So, next, I can then play Will Be Tasty and heal up. Which the Fleet Footsteps, ironically, will also do. Heal me up. I've got the iron hot. Whatchamacallit this time. But it doesn't matter. Okay, Jin's page. I'm already using that. I don't know how I feel about the fact it keeps giving me duplicates. Now we get to the question marks, the good bit. Alright, we've had this one before. I'll take the Triangram. I woke up in the laboratory again, a few days after receiving the sword from Carmen. When I first held the sword in my grip, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. It felt normal, despite the truly creepy appearance of the blade. It wasn't unbearable to look at, and all I could do was heed Carmen's advice and get used to it. After all, it was by sheer luck that the extraction even worked. The blade was formidable in combat as I kept wielding it. A sound would ring in my head, the grinding of teeth, the cracking of bones, the mingling of contorted flesh. The patterns were irregular as if to mimic human speech. Anxious that my mind might be consumed by the voices that which plagued me, I pretended as if I could not hear its cries. My thoughts are interrupted by footsteps from outside, yet everyone is already here. I must do what I always do, protect those dear to me. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my blade. Well, now we need to prove ourselves as the strongest, and you're doing it to 2 attacks each turn. Jesus Christ. How about a little bit of Distilled Chaos? What cards did I use? Handling work, light defense, Will Be Tasty. I should have waited until I'd actually taken damage before I did that, now that I think about it. That would have been the smarter move of the 2. Right, hit me. So I lost the prompt because it happened on their turn instead. Right, okay. Well, I should play that just to ensure it doesn't deal the extra damage to me. Those 2 will definitely do more damage than the others. Oh, I thought that actually attacked. Wait, what? It does, but you're below the 50 mark, meaning I can't hurt you. Oh, Jesus. Let's just drink one of these, please, and as I take a potion. Alright, Callie. Prove to us that you're the strongest. I'm sure you're going to. dead? Well, you know what? If anything's gonna kill me, I'm glad it was the red mist. Alright, Yandare Hod. Maybe you can't Yandere amongst your friends. Let's see how you do with a bunch of bugs. I kind of want to go for the question marks, but I know I can't with this, because I do need all of the fights, so to say. I'm still going for, let's obtain the random card. Prompt, sure, I'll go for that. And I'm going to just actually go for the question marks, just because I want to find out these things. Alright. Hello, bugs. Is that you're doing 4 damage 4 times? I don't know what you're doing, actually. I can't tell if you're doing 1 damage 4 times or 4 damage 1 time. Either way, it doesn't actually matter. Well, that one's now dead. Plated thorns. Well, there went the plated thorns. That's one way to screw me over, prompt. Thank you. Might as well take that. It's just more HP. Cooking prep. Let's get ready with our bleeding. Okay, the banker bug. Someone appears to have opened a bank within this area. Hello, dearie. I was about to close up shop and run till you came along. I provide a banking service if you're interested. What, losing one's gold is such a terrible thing. It's so much more likely if you carry it on yourself. Maybe you'd consider opening a bank account. Well, the difference between all my gold and 75 is not really all that much, so I'll take the full security, sure. You're a smart one. Next time some dreadful beastie gets the best of you, you'll be glad to know your gold's safe within my my vault. We know who you are, lady. You don't need to play it cool. Ah, one of the big mighty guards. With their big mighty big bats. Let's see how they can handle the library with all the bleeding that we do. Okay, that was a block. I didn't realize that was a block. Right, okay. Alright, well, I got nothing but dodge this turn, including the actual card, so thanks to my block and my dodge, I will be able to actually kill you. Bye-bye. Man, you really just can't give me any good cards, can you? I mean, I'll take Strike Down just because, but still. A sage, kindly-looking bug stares distantly beside an iron bench. Oh, hello, traveller. I'm afraid there's only me left to offer welcome. Our town's fallen quiet, you see. That bench may be iron, but I assure you it's quite comfortable. I wouldn't mind a bit of company, either. Keep Elder Bug company, upgrade a card, remove a card, or transform a card. What's the upgrade to this? Just deal extra damage. Upgrade to this, just more block. Upgrade to that, 4 more damage and 3 more block. Upgrade to this, 3 damage, 3 block. You know what? I'll upgrade a card and I'll upgrade Focus Strikes, just because that does so much damage. Used to be there was a great kingdom beneath our town. It's long fell to ruin, yet it still draws folks into its depths. Wealth, glory, enlightenment, that darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you too seek your dreams down there. Watch out. It's a sickly air that fills the place. Creatures turn mad and travelers are robbed of their memories. Amidst a lake of acid, a masked gate stands in front of an overgrown building. Beside the gate stands an amnesiac bug, Quirrell. Hello, Quirrell.
Yeah.
I can't help but feel familiarity. Something stirs in my mind, though I can't tell what. This building beckons me. Assist me in my task, friend. It may be dangerous, but I realize it's no coincidence we arrived together. Fight alongside Quirrell. Push through push through the beast to reach Mon. Alright. The battle is hard fought, though the creature seems invulnerable. Quirrell exposes its core and you are victorious, pending actual combat encounter with Quirrell as an ally coming later. This mod's been out for ages. Look, I'm gonna play the break the seal. I'm gonna break the seal. She called me in here now to reverse that protection. All in aid of you. Why do you hesitate? Mercy is a fine thing, but you and her agree this must be done. Be brave, friend. Alright, let's break the seal. The madam's life is extinguished, and with it her seal breaks. It's a heavy thing you attempt, but I've seen your prowess up close, and she too believed you capable. That's the first time I've ever actually gotten Momon. I wonder if I'll be able to get all of them. Ooh. Can I fight Radiance? Do I want to rest or... No, I'll rest. I've got bosses coming up. And Hollow Knight bosses are actually goddamn evil. Oh, and now you give me the Dream Nail! Huh! Really? Now you do it! Give me my goddamn Dream Nail! After I've bloody hurt myself doing whatchamacallit. First card you play after drawing this card costs HP equal to its cost. I need to remove that. Regen potion. Ooh, that's nice. Ah! Finally, we get one of the main cards that we need. Letter Opener. I honestly would prefer the Sapphire Key just to make sure I have it, because the Letter Opener isn't the most special of cards. Custom areas are always really quite hard to deal with, actually. Wow, I've gotten this far that I've had to do one of these. Alright, what are they? Deal 60 damage to all enemies. If your HP is not less than half, increase the damage by 5. Costs too much, costs too much. They all cost too much. Yay. And it would be pleasure anyway, because we're bleeding. Protection or damage? Protection will probably be too useful to ignore amongst the Hollow Knight stuff. So I have to go for it. You know what? I'll take Paradise Lost. What is it? Oh, this looks stupid. Deal... End turn. Have I just... Can I not end until I've stopped synchronized? Is that how it works? I can't attack my allies, so... Yeah, I can't stop until I've finished synchroing. Okay. Good to know, I guess, now. Prepared Mind is just a good block, so I'll take that. Oh my god, it's you. Anything but you. I don't care if I take 2 damage. Bastard needs to die. I am willing to do everything I can now. Okay. This'll do 30-odd damage. But I gain no blocking, apart from this. If I use this, and then this... No, I'm better off just taking the goddamn hits and... killing you as much as possible. Well, now you're dead, pal, so goodbye. Ah, the glory of the whatchamacallit. Slash, deal 24 damage, apply 6 bleed, increase the damage of this card by 4 for every other card in hand. That'll be useful when I can actually do that sort of thing. What's the upgrade to this? Just extra damage. I honestly prefer the preemptive strike just because of the sheer damage increase. Why am I going for the boss? The other boss. Why? Will be tasty. I need healing. I should not go for the boss. Why am I going for the boss? I have almost no health. To be fair, I don't think bleeding exists in Hollow Knight. In the Hollow Knight mod. So it's a good way to just deal with things is the bleeding. Like, you can take your increased barricade, but if I do that, and you take the bleed damage, and then I do that, and you take more, then you still die and lose. Whenever you would receive 5 or less unblocked damage, reduce it to 1. I like that. Rose's page. Why have I got Rose's page? No matter. Gain energy at the start of each turn. Whenever you deal attack damage, there is a 10% chance to deal 10 additional thorns damage. And if you have at least 3 cards in your hand, there's a 10% chance to deal 13 additional thorns damage. Fun! Fun! Not what I want. ZZZZ, heal up. Because now we're fighting Hornet. Hello, Hornet! If Hornet takes more than 15% health in a single turn, she will switch to parrying. Okay. Well, what I need to do is make sure I deal with her plated thorns. You know? Is her plated thorns attacking my thorns? Alright, you don't have plated thorns anymore, you little so-and-so. So I'm playing this, and then playing that to gain dexterity, and then I'm playing that. You are going to bleed, lady. Bleed so hard. You're parrying, are you? I believe that means when you parry, you're going to do extra damage to me based on how much damage I deal you. So I'm going to not play any damage. You're going to hit me and I'm going to dodge it like the like the awesome person that I am. And you gain more plated thorns. There are special levels of hate for people like you. Well, either way, you should be dead now because of the bleed. Never mind. I didn't realize I could only attack once. But you got thorned to death, so I am technically right as well. I'll take Produce Fine Silk just for the blocking. Snake-O Eye. Start each combat confused. No, I've got Dreamer's Lament. I definitely don't want that. Also, a lot of cheap cards, honestly. Let's take Pandora's Box and say, fucking screw it. What do we get? Prepared Mind, awesome. Okay, alright. Trash. I just lost all my block. Alright, Path of Most question marks, please. We need as many question marks as we can ever loving get in order for a chance of getting more Dreamers. Because I kind of want to see what happens if I can get all 3 Dreamers. Because something special's got to happen from getting all 3 Streamers, right? Right? I'm really not getting any bleed cards, am I? Hi, shop. It's good to see you. Oscar's page. Okay. Damn it. Gain energy at the start of each turn. Increase the damage of all Pierce cards by 4. Cool. In each combat once, when you would die, prevent that damage and decrease the damage you receive this turn by 25. Okay, that's one way to do Undying. And it's per combat, right? Yeah. You know, here's the thing. Because I've got the Tory Gate, I kind of want to get the Silent Mist. So I'll grab that. I also need to do a card removal service to say this thing, get out of my goddamn deck! Then I'm going to grab Back Attack because why the bloody hell not? Back Attack is stupid. You can get some really good stuff with it. I wish I knew where I was going in order to find the Dreamers, you know? Because I believe it's preset each time. I'll rob the Nailsmith. I'm fine with that. I can upgrade cards now. Within this house of hedonism, long fallen to desolation, a luminous butterfly stands on the stage, watching you. Welcome to my stage. I am Marissa, a songstress of some renown. Though you might find it hard to believe, perhaps you care to listen to me sing? You'll be the first in an age to hear it. Even if it's only you, it would be wonderful to have an audience again. Yeah, let's listen to her song. The song is hauntingly beautiful. It brings mind memories long buried. What is liquid memories? Remember hopes and dreams. Choose a card in your discard pile and return it to your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Okay, that's really cool. You leave the House of Pleasure, the feeling of melancholy and nostalgia deep in your gut. And a merchant. Marie's page. At the start of your turn, if you have no Triangram card, add 4 Triangram cards into your hand. If you have Strength, Dexterity, or Protection, gain 1 Strength, Dexterity, or Protection. Alright, that's interesting. There's also Jack's turn card, which is kind of cool. As much as I want Snake's Prey, I have to go for fruit juice. As I'm going with Yang and Jin and all that, I don't have much in the way of max HP. So I have to take as much as I ever loving can. Hello, you! Oh, you unlucky little fellow. That is why I take back attack. Alright, pal. Well, I think you're dead now, unfortunately for you, because, simply put, I can just shrine to music and then just hit you. Pale Ore. Starting strikes deal +2 damage. Really? Again? Keep it fresh. Deal 5 damage. If the enemy intends to block, gain 5 block. Gain 8 block. I like that. It's an okay attack card, and more importantly, it gives us options. Which I don't really have much of for bosses, because I'm going straight to the end. Sky Clearing Cut. Deal 21 damage. Apply 4 bleed. If the enemy intends to attack, increase the damage. Hey, you apply a lot of bleed. That's the main part that I looked at then. Let's now recall so that I've got all my little things. And then pray that one of these question marks is the right one. Servant of Wrath. Okay. Wrath. How good is Wrath for me? That's the great question. I think I just want to apply Decay, just because Decay is like another bleed, so double bleed, you know? Yeah, double bleed. Snake's Prey. Innate. Yes, please. Memories of Pain and Rage. Before you lies the remains of a colossal dead bug, and a small case with something within. Though the creature seems long dead, a sense of anger and loss fills you to your core. Banish the sorrow, remove a card from your deck, rob the grave. I mean, is there even a card I would want to remove from my deck? I suppose it's Violent Flame. That's meaningless to me. Actually, I could remove Shame. Yeah, let's remove Shame. No point having curses if I don't need them. You purge the sense of sadness from you. So dark, burn brighter. Crimson Flames. Increase attack damage by 2. Loses 1 stack at the end of your turn. Oh! Well, you're dead no matter what, so I guess I shouldn't attack you. I suppose. Flame Cloak. When attacked, return 4 damage to the attacker. Oh, okay. Well, you're dead now either way. Fleet Footsteps. My favorite dodge there. Amidst the damp fungal outskirts of the mournful city, you find a winding path deep in the heart of the fungal wastes. I didn't get the bloody whatchamacallit. Damn it! Let's just search the area and get 2 random cards. What do we want? I'll take another preemptive strike, sure. And another prompt. Oh, but fend this off if you can is actually a lot of damage there. Plus it applies weak. Yeah, I'll take fend it off if you can. Alright, Grim, let's fight. Dance with me, my friend. The crowd awaits. Show them you are worthy of a starring role. I will do just that, my good friend. Don't worry, you are going to bleed. You are going to bleed pretty damn heavily. If I have anything to say about it, at least. Flame Cloak. Oh, okay, you've got a Flame Cloak too, do you? Well, that's kind of annoying. You know what, hold on, let me play my Liquid Memories. I'd like another strike down, please. Just for more damage. I don't need to play the Pound. The Pound can go screw itself. Strike down. Back attack. Deal 10 damage 2 times. Any increase or is doubled. Alright. I wonder, if I play the explosive potion, will you just die? Well, no matter what, you're dead now, so... I love how bleed goes through block. I hate it when it applies to me, though. What do you give me? Dream of the Black Swan. I'm not impressed by that. I'm really not. I'll take the Slaver's Collar, thank you. Let's go back to the Kingdom's Edge. The last fight is Grey Prince Zode. Okay. Well, there's not many ways to get question marks on this particular run, so... What ways can I get bosses? I can get up to... 4 bosses, which would include no question marks. Or I can get... 4 question marks, which would involve 1 boss. Or 3 question marks and 2 bosses. Or 2 question marks and 3 bosses. We'll see what I get from the question marks first. Hello, you disgustingly evil, annoying, bloody pricks. I hope you realize I cannot let you live. There's no point in even playing this, but I will just for the hell of it, because why the hell not, I suppose. Thank you. Lots of nice bleed. Alright, let's just produce fine silk then, I suppose. And then I'll be ready to somewhat block. Right. Back attack, please. Venomous Fangs. Alright, if you're dealing damage twice, I'd better make sure. Yeah, that almost did it. You'll be dead next round. That's fine. I just need to hit you once and you're dead. Doesn't matter what I hit you with, just anything. Boom. Go die. And finally we get this. Penance. Just because it gives me a little extra health. Alright, what do I have for this then? Right, let's thrust. And fend this off if you can. You know what? Now's as good a check. Oh, bleed does apply to the potions. Nice! Good to know. It's too late for handling work. You should have given me that at the beginning. I'll take another sky clearing cut. Have I ever had nothing there? I think I have, but I don't remember how. Let's, obviously, grab it. What are the options? If the first card you played each turn deals damage, heal equal HP. I like that a lot. That's a lot of survival. That is an awful lot of survival right there. The first card played each turn has its attack and block values doubled. Also very tempting. You are immune to thorns and HP loss. I don't think I have HP loss, do I? No. I do not. I'll take hello. Alright, these annoying little buggers. Oh, drat. It's still alive. Oh, wait. No, it's not. You know, that decay was definitely one of the better options I did to myself. Gain 20 block, apply 3 bleed. Thank you, rats. Thank you very much. Well, I might as well add all the... Do I have a merchant ahead of me? Probably not. Hard to tell, given question marks, so I'll just toss in all the gold I have and discover what I can get. 10 HP heal. Sure. Alright, let's do this. Why do I have so many dodges, but almost no retries? Well, there's whatchamacallit challenges. I might as well do... Gain the King's Idol. And now I'm only missing 5 HP, so I should smith something. What do you do? Okay, so you give additional bleed. You know, I feel like upgrading Silent Mist just because protection is so damn powerful. Boss or question mark? Boss, question mark. I'll go for the boss and see what state I'm in on in the aftermath. Alright. Let's make you bleed. Let's apply myself some protection. Let's do that to start applying bleed. And that to start applying more of it. Go ahead. Hit me. I don't mind being hit a tiny bit. Bleed. Bleed, Mr. Collector. You are going to know what happens when you bleed. So, now that you're dead, because you just don't have enough health, if I just whack you like that, yeah, they all run away. Like the little cowards that they are. I'm meant to bleeding. I'm bleeding. I am not just a back attack person. Whenever you lose HP by attack, lose 2 additional HP and gain 1 strength. It says by attack, so that wouldn't mean the passive at the very end. You know what? Combined with nothing there's healing, that should be fine. I must make sure to use Silent Mist whenever I receive it. Night of Despair. Okay, Night of Despair. Oh yes, slashing, because that's one of the things I'm focusing in. Thank you. I mean, the actual game is piercing, so why it's slashing here is beyond me, but still. I gotta go for the question mark. In this circumstance. Oh, for God's sake. Really? Really? I mean, I'll take the damn Serpent Sword just because I can probably upgrade it later. Is there a better... You know what? I should discard the Smoke Bomb and grab the Strength Potion, too. Alright, alright. Alright, so what do we have? You're attacking me, are you? Well, if I start off with doing this, I can then do that. I can then do that. And you're already almost dead. Threatened. For one turn, start turn with 1 less energy. Huh. That's a real prick move. Shame it doesn't matter, because I've already killed your guy. Well, let's just wall myself. I can then attack you. And do an unforgettable melody, just to get the strength, because why not? Die. Thank you. What do we got? Overpower, Dark Cloud, and Snake Slit. That is a very, very tempting amount of cards. You're slashed, though, and now that I've got this, And you will probably apply just as much bleed, if not more. If I go for the boss, I will be fighting... whatchamacallit next. I will fight... the Jester. Nay. You know what? Screw it! Fight the Jester! Ah, Apotheosis. Thank you. Alright. Snake's Prey. Accumulus Wall. Bloody goddamn bleed to hell and back. Knight's Vigil. Whenever he takes 23 damage, the Hive Knight will cycle to his next move. Okay. So... no, I'm just gonna leave that, because I don't... if you're not... Plated Thorns. God, if there's anything in this game I hate more than Plated Thorns. Right now. Alright, King agreed, let's do this. Every time you play 4 attacks, gain 1 dexterity. That'll be very useful. Every time you play 4 attacks, the target of the last attack loses 2 strength. Equally useful. Dexterity or strength? Probably the dexterity. Because I don't think it's going to happen too often. Sadistic Nature. That ought to be actually a really useful card for me. Right. I need to kill you first. Just because there is the chance you will kill everything else for me. And by God, do I need a lot of things to kill for me. I forgot I started with basically no whatchamacallit. Alright, let's drink this. Let's do a cooking prep. It doesn't really matter on who. I can blunt attack you, healing me. If I use this, If I don't use that, I'll block the first attack, and then with... No, I won't block the second attack with that, because it's still under the right amount. I'm gonna drink my regen potion here. Thank you very much. I'm going to avoid one attack no matter what. So I should avoid it using the card that will heal me. Why do I attack my ally like that? I am dead. Well, that's what I get for trying to go for the goddamn magical girls when I'm not playing something actually overly powered. Well, everyone, I'm all out of time for today's episode, so what can I say other than thank you all for joining me today? I have been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that, until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.